What if you could buy Tesla stock for $1.28 a share or Amazon stock for 90 cents a share? Would you do it? I'm telling you right now, there's an opportunity in the housing market to do the same thing and get the same kind of return. Hey guys, President of XP Realty, part of the Johnson Group here in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. And today we're going over the housing market stats for October. The numbers just came out. We're going to be going over the median home sales price, days on the market, price per square foot, new homes in the market, and closed homes. And we get all our information from InfoSparks, a service provided to us by the Savannah Area Board of Realtors, so we can stay ahead of the game, so you're ahead of the game. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can make tens of thousands of dollars on your home. But first, if you get any value from this video, if you do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family looking to buy or sell a home. You don't want them to miss out on this great information on making a ton of money. But first, let's just go over the statistics and then we'll get to that other part later. So here we go. For those of you that have been watching my videos before, I was using the average home sales price and average price per square foot and days on the market. I changed it to the median home sales price per square foot and days on the market because those high value homes were driving prices through the roof. And the median number kind of gives you a more accurate number of where everything's at. So we're going to be using median home sales prices. So the median home sales price last year in Savannah was $332,500. This year, $364,500, up by 9%. Last year in Pooler, it was $355,000. This year, $370,000, up by 4%. And last year in Richmond Hill, the median home sales price was $370,000. This year, $424,990, up by 13%. Richmond Hill just keeps climbing. Next, we're going to be going over new listings. So in Savannah, there's 379 new listings. This year, 399, up by 5%. Last year in October for Pooler, there was 77 homes on the market. This year, 94 homes on the market, up by 18%. And last year in Richmond Hill, there was 151 homes on the market. This year, 77 homes on the market, down by 49%. Now, last year, homes for sale in Savannah, there was 849 homes for sale on the market. This year, 949 were up by 11%. That's good. In Pooler, there's 191 homes on the market. This year, 176 homes on the market, down by 8%. And last year in Richmond Hill, there was 286 homes on the market. This year, 203, down by 29%. Now, closed home sales in Savannah last year in October, there was 344 homes that closed. This year, 302, down by 12%. In Pooler, there's 71 homes that sold last year. This year, 69, down by 3%. And last year in Richmond Hill, there's 158 homes that closed. This year, 61, down by 61%. So home price is going up in Richmond Hill, but the sales are coming way down. Last year, days on the market in October for Savannah was 34. This year, 30, down by 12%. So homes are selling faster in Savannah. Great. In Pooler, it was 35 days on the market last year, 35 days on the market this year. No change. And then last year in Richmond Hill, there's 21 days on the market. This year, 27. We're up by 22%. Now, median price per square foot in Savannah last year is $185. This year, $203, up by 9%. In Pooler, it was $175. This year, $204, up by 14%. And last year in Richmond Hill, it was $186. This year, $189, up by 2%. So those are the stats for last year versus this year in Savannah, Pooler, and Richmond Hill. And you're probably wondering yourself, well, how am I making Amazon and Tesla money with those stats? Well, to do that, I'm going to illustrate that by going to my computer. So I'm going to kind of illustrate everything through my computer so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so to kind of illustrate my point, I kind of wanted to bring you to this is the page where I keep all the stats for the year and last year, so I have quick access to it. This all comes from InfoSparks, but I kind of want to show you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how much money you can make and how fast you can make it. I'm going to give you several examples, and I just want to give you this year only. And right here, you see the interest rates. When we started this year in January, 6.48. Depending on when you got it in the month, we're talking about average daily rates. But you saw the home prices. The median home sales price is $294,000 in Savannah in January. If you look, all year it's been rising. You see here, except for we had an anomaly in May. In Pooler, it was in June. Not really an anomaly in Richmond Hill. But you see here 274, and then right now 364,500. So that's like a $70,000 difference since just January. Kind of same thing going on in Pooler. You see a $30,000 difference there. In Richmond Hill, you kind of see a $50,000 difference there. And that's just from January to January, okay? And it doesn't matter the interest rates. As you can see, interest rate 6.48, everything went up. 7.61, prices still went up. So irregardless of interest rates, prices are rising, and that's due to demand. I'm not going to get into that. I've talked about that ad nauseum, so I really don't want to go into that. But just to illustrate to you, the home prices continue to raise regardless of interest rates. If you don't know what's going on with interest rates, let me just kind of show you what's going on. And I got this from Yahoo Finance, which they got it from Fortune. If you Google this, you can find this article in many different ways and many different places. But just to give you an example right here, mortgage rates drop fast after shock jobs report set off a series of dominoes in Wall Street. The housing market can thank Detroit's striking auto workers. That's not really what I'm talking about, but I kind of want to talk to you about this part right here. So if you look here, it says, the rates were above 8% for the first time in 23 years. If you've been following that, you know that. But everything changed Friday when the Labor Department issued its jobs report with shockingly low numbers, with just 150,000 jobs created, $20,000 less than they thought it was gonna happen, which is half of what was gained in September. Okay. That news pushed the 30-year fixed mortgage rate below 7.4% on Friday, the lowest level in 2 months, relieving some of the pressure on the housing market. Okay, there's also that. Now I want to show you the Mortgage News Daily, where they track the 30-year fixed mortgage rates daily and see what the average is. Now, when I say average, we're talking about not the people that have an 850 credit score or a 680 credit score. We're talking about just the average of all of those combined, what the average interest rates are across the board. And as you can see right here, and I'm kind of just illustrate to you how high they were. In October 19th, it was 8.03, and now it dropped all the way to 7.46. So that's what's going on with the interest rates. And you're thinking to yourself, like, what are you trying to say to me? Do you want me to buy a home at a 7.46 interest rate? No, that's not what I'm saying. But let me show you what I'm talking about here on the next screen. All right, now, so I'm just going to kind of show you some new construction homes versus new construction homes for 2020 in Savannah, Pooler, and Richmond Hill. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a lot of gain in equity in a short period of time. So in Savannah, for instance, 166 Laguna Way, a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home with 2,618 square feet, sold in 2020 for $263,200. All right, that same exact home on the same exact street in the same exact neighborhood. Okay, a 197 Laguna Way, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home, 2,618 square feet in 2023, just sold 30 days ago for $383,700. That is a $120,000 difference in 3 years for the same exact home. I'll give you another one in Pooler. Pooler, 112 Decker Drive. Okay, say 4 bedrooms, 2-bath home, 1,774 square feet. Back then, it was listed at $251,990. It sold for $249,990. Okay. 101 Windrush Pines, same neighborhood. Okay. 4 bedrooms, 2-bath, 1,774 square feet. Sold for $361,990. That is a $150 difference. Okay. Well, no, not 150. Excuse me. $110,000 difference. Excuse me. And then Richmond Hill. All right. So now I couldn't find homes that were identical in Richmond Hill. This is the Waterways, but I'm just going to give you an example. So a 35 Kettle Cut, 3 bedrooms, 2-bath, 2,094 square feet. In 2020, sold for $347,490. 141 Mandeville Drive, 3 bedrooms, 2-bath home, 2,174 square feet is 80 square feet bigger. Okay, in 2023, sold for $499,999. Okay, so huge potential for gaining just in a regular market, right? But with these times where no one is in the market, right? Everybody's waiting for interest rates to drop. If you get in there now, okay, and buy now, worst case scenario, all right, in 3 years, you're like, you know what? I love my home. I want to stay. You can refinance to the lower rate and just stay in your home, but you're not buying at the higher price point that everybody else is going to be, because once everybody comes back into the market, home price is going to shoot back up, and you could be looking at it now. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not like a psychic or anything, but you could be looking at potentially $150,000 to $200,000 difference in 3 years. Guys, this is the Tesla moment. This is the Amazon moment. And if you're a soldier PCS in here from another base, you're only here for 3 years anyway. Why not buy a new construction home and sell it in 3 years and walk away out of here with $100,000 to $200,000? Not to mention, new construction also gives you better interest rates. I just locked somebody in a couple weeks ago for 4.99% interest rate with DR Horton. I think they're doing 5.99 now compared to 7.46. I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer. So if you guys have any questions about the market, or you looking to buy or sell a home, give me a call at 912-657-3544. And if you're watching the video this moment, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support. Once again, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.